winless in 5, 1 win in the last 9.
As rough a stretch of hockey as we've seen this in this franchise in a long time. Not only the 5-game losing streak, but have dropped 9 of 12 to open up the year. I can't remember the last time we've sat through this type of dismal performance, at least from a statistical standpoint. Flat out, they've dropped 9 of 12 to open the year, and I don't think anybody saw that coming. Kevin Falness downstairs in the Bob Kurtz Radio Center, upstairs in the Al Shaver Press box. Tom Reid is there, and Tom, this has been rough. I just did not see this coming, and it continues. Even the Wild got that rare first goal of the hockey game. They had their first lead after one period of play in what feels like forever, and it all goes up in smoke.
Yeah, it does, Kevin. And the thing is, you know what, to sit here and look down at that ice, and I'm thinking, what is missing? Why don't they have any life coming off that bench onto the ice? And winning will certainly bring that, but you've got to get to that position to have a W beside the score sheet, and they're not getting it. I mean, and I don't know how to fix it. I know they do their meetings and they do the video and they do all this other stuff and try to make it better, and it's not working right now. So, and I don't know who's going to be that leader out there to really step up here and make it happen.
Did you see anything of note that stood out in that third period? I mean, certainly they blew the 1-0 lead after one. The Penguins tied up in the second, but you go to the third, it's still 1-1. But then the Pens open up that period, out-shooting the Wild 10-4 and put 2 back behind Philip Gustafsson.
Well, if you look at the shots, even in that third period alone there, was there 16 shots by the Penguins in that third period, and Minnesota had 9. And, all of it, they just stopped skating. Once you stop skating in this game, you're going to lose the games, and that's exactly what's been happening here. They're not working, and I don't know, I've got my man, or, it's not my fault. I mean, that nonsense has to be taken out of that locker room if that's where the case is right now. But they have got to find a way to get some excitement with this hockey club right now, and they're not getting. The fans aren't happy, and I don't blame them. The players aren't happy. The coaching staff is not happy. And we're certainly not happy here in the broadcast booth because it's hard to call games like this when there's no excitement coming from your own team.
Yeah, you could hear the Boo-Birds there at the end of regulation, and justifiably. Again, they've lost 5 straight. They've lost 8 of their last 9 overall and have opened the year dropping 9 of 12. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, Blues and Canucks tied at 3 apiece. They've got about a minute left to go in overtime. I know the Canucks are battered and bruised. They're dealing with a myriad of injuries, including their captain, Quinn Hughes, I don't believe is on the road trip, but you better believe they're licking their chops at an opportunity to get better at the Wild expense Saturday night in St. Paul.
Yeah, and they're looking at Quinn. They probably don't want him to come back against the Wild. They figure they've got a team that can beat the Wild because it's just the way the direction the Wild are going, and they don't want to put their star players in jeopardy out there. Obviously, could be the case, but I think right now Minnesota's got to find what it's going to take to make this a positive time for the team. Right now, it's not. It's very negative, and you can just sense it too. When they had the 1-0 lead, I mean, you look at the bench and they seem more energized. All of a sudden, they give up one. They give up a power play goal, empty net goal, and everything just kind of sinks down a little bit on that bench.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, Tom. I can't imagine it's gonna be a lot of fun going into that locker room. We'll do that over the next 30 minutes. Thank you, and we'll talk to you Saturday.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
That is Tom Reid up there in the Al Shaver press box. I mean, we don't have answers. I guarantee they're not going to have a ton of answers inside that locker room when we get inside there to kind of feel a disastrous start to this homestand, right? It's a 6-game homestand right to begin the season. That's supposed to be your springboard into the rest of the year. Well, unfortunately, they've dropped each of the first 4 games of this homestand, and they've dropped 5 straight overall, 8 of their last 9, and 9 of 12 on the season. It couldn't go much worse for them. The best part is the only direction to go is up, and hopefully they can do that Saturday when they host the Vancouver Canucks. We'll preview that one. We'll continue to recap this one, see what they have to say on the other side of those locker room doors. John Hines postgame comments and more all coming your way. You're listening to Wild Hockey, presented by Grand Casino.